back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 41.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards.
The ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
27-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. Down right around the 25.
The ball carrier.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. It's Ryan. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goal.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Jimmy Graham.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
That's good.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by the Bears.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
6 yards to go.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
A gain of 15.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Anthony Miller. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Bears 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Bears.
On 1st down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. He had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action. It's Trubisky. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Good.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And 5 at the 33-yard line.
Mike, check. Gun. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 59.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ryan will throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
For Julio Jones.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Beyond for the field goal.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. Completes it to Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Anthony Miller.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1. It's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's a mismatch. That you want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back into the backfield out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Draw play, Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Now, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Bears 38. Falcons 20.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Gain on the play.
4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Trubisky will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
This is taken at the 18. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll turn to Geis to start things out. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Geis, the ball carrier.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and get him with Geis. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So this one in the win.